So hello guys, in this video I'm going to present a case where I'm going to try and convince you guys on why you should consider investing in Indian specialty chemicals industry. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to go through multiple documents and a few video clips so that you can understand the reasons for why should we invest in Indian specialty chemicals industry, right? So chemical industry in general is a huge industry in India, approximately $150 billion industry. It's a $150 billion big industry. In that, specialty chemical is a niche, is a niche part, wherein it manufactures. The companies that are in specialty chemicals business manufacture specific products that cater to specific applications, right? So yeah. Yes, so specialty chemicals are particular chemical products which provide a wide variety of effects which other industries sector may rely. Okay, so yeah, this is the specialty chemicals overview. These are made with extensive research and development, which makes them like different from commodity chemicals. Commodity chemicals cannot need not have extensive research since they don't have very specific applications or niche applications, right? So yes, so this is the three main categories inside within specialty chemicals, right? Specialty chemicals can be further divided into multiple industries, multiple mini industries within them, right? So yes, so this is a chart that talks about the difference between specialty and commodity, right? Specialty chemicals, if you see, these are customized products, not your general products, right? And these require extensive R&D, and quality is a key important thing here, right? Since it has niche market, so the players or the consumers would require good quality so that they can like have a long term contract or something like that with the manufacturer, right? So yes, base or commodity chemicals has a large number of players, both organized and unorganized, but specialty chemicals industry has a high barrier for entry, right? Big barrier for entry, so that only like companies with specific infrastructure and skill set or previous experience, only they can enter this business. It's not for everyone, right? So here is the switching cost. For commodity it is low, and for specialty it is moderate. That means it is difficult to find suppliers and has a like long approval process, all those things, right? So yes, these are the differences between your commodity and specialty chemicals, right? Yes, commodity chemicals make up to 680% of the global chemical industry, while 20% being the specialty chemicals. So above is a small overview, and yeah, these are like estimations. Right now it is like 805 billion the industry, and it is expected to reach 1.2 trillion by 2025. Yes, so China is like one of the most dominant players in this industry, and that is where we are going to focus on why you should invest in Indian specialty chemical industries, companies, right? So it's been like it was 6%. China's share has been 6% in 2000, and right now it is like 25. So yeah, see this is again the same chart, right? Now like recent trend is like Asia has become the net exporter of wide range of specialty chemicals. Reason being cheap labor and mass manufacturing from China especially, right? So yes, so this is the share chart. If you see here, China constitutes like 25%, wherein India is just 3% right now. It is going to improve. Let's come to those things now, right? Yes. So this is the specialty chemical segment by share. The India's chemical industry, specialty chemical industry share. So there are few things in our current Indian specialty chemical industry. One of the major issues like the big unorganized market. For instance, in flavors and fragrance, unorganized market largely caters, right, to tobacco and incense sticks market, whereas in surfactants these players cater to unbranded soaps and detergent manufacturers, right? So this is still like unconsolidated. Market is not fully consolidated. Once big players start taking in the shares, or start taking in start pushing their products, these unorganized market should slowly move into organized players, right? So yeah, so this is our India is like basically net importer of chemicals. So subsegments, and whether if we are self-sufficient or net exporter or an importer, right? So yeah, this is like the characteristics of Indian specialty chemical industry. Major thing is like a surge in growth potential in domestic market, and availability of skilled labor at lower cost. This is your comparison of compensation among India and China. See right now, like the orange bars are the Chinese ones in dollar, US dollar per hour, and the blue ones are in India. So it naturally makes India as like a very competitive player. And yes, there are few problems with Indian market as well. But before that, let us come to the problems with China, right? After 2020, from 2019, mid of 2019, so the Chinese government made it compulsory to like move their bases to dedicated chemical parks far away from the habitat. This disrupted. So the problems with Chinese specialty chemicals industry is like government had imposed strict rules like they asked the companies to move out of more of their current location to dedicated chemical parks far away at the end of 2020, and this has like led to slowdown. Apart from that, the zero COVID policy or the a few stringent measures. They have made it compulsory to build effluent treatment plants and levied a green tax, right? So this has like again hit the companies. They had to spend more money on doing all these things, which has like led to a loss in their manufacturing capability, right? So apart from that, yes, this is another event wherein if one of the factory was not in compliance with their policy, the whole park was shut off. This again led to supply chain disruption, right? These are all some of the positive things that Indian industry can use to its advantage, right? So currently Indian government is like allowing 100% FDI. So yeah, with this it should be like more money should come in basically. Yes. So right, these are again like a few other major companies, or the companies, Indian companies that are like involved in this business. So yeah, so the conclusion is like low cost manufacturing is like giving us an edge, and China plus one policy, which will come to now, is like helping us, right? Yes. So let's see what is China plus one first, right? I would like to play this video so that you get an understanding of what is China plus one, right? Yeah.
Across the world. But what is happening essentially is that the big global purchasers like US, Japan, Germany, UK, which had been, considering China as their one-stop shop as far as their products are manufacturing products are concerned, are now wanting to de-risk their model, and hence the word China plus one. Not that.
Right. So I think that is the explanation for China plus one. All the Western markets or Western countries are like planning to de-risk from China. They don't want to rely too much on China due to like it was like due to multiple reasons. One major reason being uh, 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 China has become more dominant, which is like not good for the Western partners, right? Western countries, right? So yeah, let's come to like what is China plus one and why it is helpful for Indian industry, right? See, yes, right. One of the major issues is like the zero COVID policy has led to like inconsistency in supply chain, and this again is an industry or an opportunity for Indian chemical companies to penetrate and establish their footprints in overseas markets, right? But the problem is like India lacks a bit in infrastructure level and R&D level, so it is going to take time, and increasing production capacity is like required, is a must, and the companies should have already started spending more on their capex, right? Should have like yes, set up the manufacturing plants, all those things. Government is also trying to do their best in helping these companies, or to get India to a better place, or to increase India's market share in specialty chemicals through PLI scheme, all those things, right? So this is from this article, right? I'll link all the articles down below in the description. You can take a look, and that should be it for this article. Now let's go to the next article. So it says India's chemical industry unleashing the next wave of growth, right? So yes, in 2019, chemical industry stood at 177 billion, which is anticipated to reach 304 billion by 2025, right? Registering a CAGR of 9%, 9.3%, right? If this is like expected to reach this 300 billion, which is like 100 billion, right? 100 billion more. This is your Indian chemical industry, I mean, comprising both commodity and specialty chemicals, right? Yes. So uncertainty for the world and possibilities for the India, for India. I'm sorry, right? So yes, safety and environmental issues have plagued chemical companies extensively, forcing regulatory authorities in countries such as China to crack down on erring companies, right? This is also another problem in China at scale, right? This again like led to supply chain problems, and Western countries are again willing to are planning to de-risk this thing by having China plus one. Two major initiatives by government in, I mean, Indian government is like Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat, right? These are again aptly designed for chemicals and petrochemicals to flourish in the country, right? So apart from the 100% foreign direct investment, these initiatives and PLIs, so it is making the business more attractive, right? India's attractiveness as manufacturing destination has been rising because of the competitive labor cost. Again, we saw this competitive labor cost earlier as well, right? This paragraph talks about China plus one specific, right? So India is uniquely positioned to benefit as MNCs increasingly willing to adopt China plus one strategy owing to its competitive cost. One thing we should be aware of here is like even our partners or our neighbors, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, will also have a pie in this China plus one strategy. We should also keep that in mind. So see, yeah. So the conclusion is like it's like reshaping the future of India's economic landscape, and it is going to grow faster than we would imagine, maybe faster than it would imagine, right? This is from this article in terms of India, and yes, CRISIL has like come up with a report that Indian specialty chemical market is going to double in for 5 years. Yeah, Indian specialty chemical industry will outpace its Chinese counterpart and double its share in global market to 6% by 2023 from 3% currently, right? So consider it's like going to double in 5 years, right? If it needs to double in, if it at least doubles in 5 years, think about the manufacturing or the capex spend that our Indian companies have to do, right? Or ramping up of manufacturing units or plants. Think about how much they are going to ramp up the production, right? If this is done, the sales will pick up, and there you'll see margins, good margins. When margins go up, your stock price or like the company's valuation increases, and thereby you and me profit, right? Yes, this will come on back of strong revenue growth of 18 to 20% in this fiscal and 14 to 15 in next fiscal, right? So 18% revenue growth is like massive, right? As a result, capital spending will jump 50% to 15,000 crore over next two fiscals. Let us go to screener right now. So this again, I'm going to sum it up. I'm going to sum up like all whatever we have learned in these four articles, right? I'm going to open few companies which are given here, right? So let me take Aarti Industries, right? So if you see here, these guys, this is a leading Indian manufacturer of specialty chemicals, right? These 83% of their revenue come from specialty chemicals segment, right? Their ROC looks good, 22%. ROC is your return on capital employed, and return on equity 27. Yes, if you see here, let me pick the 200 DMA. Right now it seems to be a very good time to buy this stock, right? If I keep it as 5 years, see, it is like 520 rupees right now, and it has been around that same level in 2021, right? Jan 2021. So yeah, this again seems to be a good time to invest, but let us see their results, quarterly results, their earnings, all those things, right? So sales has been like 1,000 crores in September 2019, and it is like 1,700 crores now. So it's been steadily improving, though there were few hiccups here, but it seems to be on a growing pace, right? Then you should look at net profit. Again, it is positive. Operating profit margin, it is like, though it is like inconsistent or reducing, it's still healthy numbers, right? See, you can see your sales is like grown 7x, close to 6x, right? Yeah, this is good. You can also check the cash flow statement here. ROC is here 22%. Yeah, this is not a stock buying recommendation, but yeah, this is my analysis. So this seems to be a good time to invest in this company. I'll leave it up to you, right? So the next company is going to be Deepak Nitrate. Let's take Deepak Nitrate, right? So yeah, you can see the ROC is like 44%. Again, it is a chemical manufacturing company based out of Gujarat. It is a leading organic, inorganic, and specialty chemicals manufacturer. These guys have like 75% market share in sodium nitrate. You can log in and read more on this topic, right? Again, it is like it's in a good place. It's in a good position to buy. It's been like December. In last December it was 2,200. Right now it is like 1,850. Yeah, right. You can see the pros and cons here. Yeah. So yes, the sales are like standard steady, and your operating profit margin is like, though the margins are reducing, but again it's a healthy number, right? Net profit again it's in positive. Sales has been picking up again close to 7x, right? From 2015 to trailing 12 months 2023, right? If you see the balance sheets, yeah, again looks fine. Yeah, your cash flows are also good. I mean, yeah, if you see here, it is going to, you can like further drill down on what is that they have spent for 24 crores on. If it was from capex, if it was due to capex, you can, it's a good sign that company is investing on manufacturing, all those things. Yeah, so again this also seems like a good deal to buy at this level. Great. So maybe I'll take another SRF. Right. Yeah, SRF is a company's diversified business portfolio covers fluorochemicals, specialty chemicals, all those things, right? So their chemical business gives them 43% of their revenues, comprises 43%, right? Again, this is again much below your 200 DMA. Again, you can see the pros and cons here. It may come down to sales. Sales has been consistent, it's been growing. Operating profit has been growing, OPM has been growing, net profit is also growing. I mean, there are few hiccups here, but yeah, generally it is on a growing trend, right? Again, if you see your sales, it is like quadrupled, more than, yeah, quadrupled. Yes, right, there are no problems in sales aspect. Their cash flows is also positive, so that they have like more money to do things with, right? Your ROC is like 24%, which is good. So yeah, likewise you can do your own analysis. I think this is it for this video. You can do your due diligence. This is not an investment advice or buying call or whatever. This is not an investment advice. This is just for educational purpose. Thank you.